skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Happy to have the Salomon QST X here for you today, and one of our favorite new skis for 2025 for a few different reasons. Primarily because each time we got out on this thing it seemed to snow. So whether it was a couple of times here at Stowe during our ski test, we had 3 snowy days in a row. A couple other days earlier season got to get on this QST X, and then kind of the icing on the cake was a late March trip over to Alta and got to ski this QST X in pretty much its intended conditions and terrain, which was an absolute blast, a total treat. So this new ski here is now, again, the widest ski in Salomon's lineup, kind of picking up where the QST 117 left off. This X at 116 bests the QST blank by 4 millimeters underfoot, but they're very different in terms of construction and shape. The blank is definitely more of that directional charger. This thing's a little bit more drifty and smeary, lighter weight overall, and just a better kind of pure powder performer, as well as having that slight side country, back country application to it as well. Certainly have, anytime you're building a ski and you have a color matched shift binding to go along with it, that's putting emphasis on its versatility in both an uphill and a downhill perspective. But this thing is built with a blend of poplar and caruba in the wood core, so lighter weight wood core. We do get CFX material through to keep the ski a little bit stiffer and more energetic, and then corked amplifier in the tips and tails. Pretty cool recycled sidewall material here, just gives the ski a very interesting look. And then the double sidewall, stiffer ABS material underfoot, just gives this thing a little bit more sturdiness. Not a whole lot of people going to be doing a whole lot of groomer skiing on this thing, but it's nice to know that you have some more stability there. But really some nice energy coming out of this X here to go along with that lighter weight feel. This is the 184, and it's just a lot of surface area here. It's a 116 in a 184, still under 2,000 grams at 1,922. So you do get that lighter weight benefit for sure. But great build, and certainly lines up well with how these things are shaped, which is pretty dramatic. There is still some camber underfoot, but if you kind of look at the profile, it's really only the central third or so of the ski that has that camber. Everything else is pretty darn rockered. Tip rocker starts well down into the ski. It never kind of curves all that much. If it did, it would really be kind of banana shaped, but certainly it works well for how wide it is. And then that taper as well. It's not as dramatic as we see on the QST blank or in something like the QST 98. This thing has a straighter cut to it, so it doesn't have to be as dramatically tapered. It can be a little bit smoother and a little bit less dramatic. But tail rocker, ample, starts well down. It's more of a bend than a curve. Again, if these things are curving, it's changing the character of the ski. It's taking it from being kind of a slashy and drifty ski like this thing is, and making it more of a free ride model like a twin tip, kind of like what we see with like a K2 Reckoner, 122 or something like that, where it's just just a lot of splay. These things are flatter overall, which is pretty cool. 25 meter turn radius in this 184. Also got to ski the 191, even longer arc. Just makes the thing so easy to get sideways. The rocker, the lightweight, the straight shape, just make this incredibly playful in softer and deeper snow. Certainly a top option if you're ski at a place like Alta, or if you find yourself in deep snow more of the time. If you're touring or using this as a backcountry ski, you're going to get excellent downhill performance. Nothing wrong with how this thing handles softer snow. It is lighter, so when you get into non-softer snow, it's going to be a little bit more jittery, but that's just going to come with the territory. You can't have it all. But for deep and soft snow, this thing is about as fun as it gets. Highly recommend it as a wide option in a quiver, or if you happen to just be extremely lucky and ski in deep snow all the time, this could be your one and only. but definitely makes more sense for people like us here in Vermont to use this as a powder ski. Great in the woods, so easy to maneuver, just an absolute blast and a treat to be on this year. Make sure you check out this Salomon QST X here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.